Greetings and welcome to Warhammer Hexenstag. So, this is Crusader Kings 2 mod here, where it's based off of, obviously, Warhammer Fantasy. It is kind of like a cousin-sister mod to Geheimnisnacht, which, I don't know, I can't remember if I made a video or if I just looked at it on my own. Might have made a video, just doing a little showcase for the Geheimnisnacht, but I didn't know anything about Warhammer at the time, so I was just lost. Now that we've played a bit of the old realms, which I will get back to. Sorry, it's been taking so long. I figured we can give these a try and see if these can be a potential series. And then like I said, I think last time I'll be doing a couple of videos for showcases, and then we'll make a poll and see what a potential series is going to be. So let's just jump in here. This is the Make It Green sub mod that goes with it. It adds goblins and orcs. So Gurk and Megaboss. Alright, Vampire Wars. We could be a vampire? Oh, it's Vlad of Sylvania. Vlad von Carstein. Might be pretty cool to actually look. Oh, wow, okay. So let's just see here. Imperial Reichland, Kislev, Talab. I'm trying to see if I can find out where we are in the old realms. Is this somewhere here? Myrmidons? Maybe the map is just flipped. Where is yeah, there's Talab clan. Thorn, Linsk. If I could just find out. Alright, so there's A&R, Ostermark, Averland, Wissenland. Sylvania. Greenleafs, Ice. Well, let's just jump in here. Let's take a quick look here. Oh wow, you can't actually create a character? Can't customize? Wow, that's the first time that's happened. Alright, well, let's just jump in. Vampire Warriors default, Warhammer Black Crusades, Chaos Rulers and the Everchosen called the Black Crusades, Missive Albion, Nomadic Subjugation, Hidden Traits, Plausible Bloodlines. This is just a showcase, so let's just jump in and just see what it's all about. Bump, bump, bump. Alright, get rid of that. For too long you've bided your time, now your great spell is complete. To war. Well, immediately start a war, I suppose. Alright, surrender or die. She refused. We have a bunch of vampires, I'm assuming. Lore of Necromancy. Magic Pool 606. Human. Carstein Vampire. The founder is unknown. Many accounts point towards either Vashanesh or to Vlad von Carstein himself. What else? Rias Cauldron. Cruel Just. Yeah, pretty much. I can see that would be Vlad. There's Fritz, Conrad, Petar, and Manfred. Well, there's Conrad. He was an interesting fellow. Then there's Manfred, let's be honest here, the dick. I'm trying to remember. It was Vlad, Conrad, and then it was him. These guys, no, not you. Petar and Hans, I don't recognize, so they might be just made for the mod. Alright, so where is this? If we can find somewhere, you know what, let's just find titles. And where would say Averland is? We know where that is. Okay, so it is right here. And there's Averheim. Alright. So Averheim is here. Talagad. Hergig. Wolfenburg. Okay. Now I know where it is. Now I'm recognizing where it would be. So if I would say Bloodkeep would probably be somewhere around here. There's Drakenberg. I don't know if it's been created just yet. Looks like it's just a bunch of orcs. Earldom of Bloodkeep. Okay, so it's right there. Earl Flora, so human, big cross, not created yet. Well, not by the dragons. Alright, let's see here. Is Abhorrish in here? No. Alright, well, what about, I don't know, what about Waaagh? Waaagh Harkin, Lord Captain of the Order of the Blood Dragons. Which is a titular title. So it is created. We do have Abhorrish, though. 53 Marshal. God dang. Lafayette. The Red Duke. The Red Duke is just pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Red Dukedom. Should have died in battle with the Arabians. Celibate, Blood Dragon Vampire. And Abhorrish, your Blood Dragon Vampire, human, gregarious, stubborn. I feel like he should be having some other traits there, but it's not like he's playable, so it's fine. But, so where's the Red Dukedom? Alright, maybe we'll give that a go and see if there's any events. Wordstone Emporium. Consume Warpstone. Summon Undead. Build Abyssal Terror. Okay. You know, let's just jump back here. Custom game. And let's just see if the Red Dukedom has anything. Or if it's just the Von Carstein. I'm assuming a lot of them have, like, their own events. Yep. The dreaded Red Duke has risen once again to claim his rule over the Aquitaine and all of Bretonnia. So there's all of Bretonnia. Speaking of which, let's just see. The Young of Bretonnia, Grail, Bloodlines, Blood of Louis the Brave. Fair enough. Where is the Realm Tree? How much money do you have total? 11,000. Okay. So Winds of Chaos are very weak at the moment. Character focuses are all the same. Blood of the Red Duke. Midnight Aristocracy. Leading armies. Choose ambition. Win a war. Okay. Follow me. We declare war. 250-man regiment arrives. Okay, so we have an extra. So we have like 7,000 men. Okay. What is the composition of these? Just special units? Undead Horde? Vampiric religion, societies. Only the Knights of Bretonnia are in here. Upgrade your virtue of knighthood. You know, being a Grail Knight would actually be pretty interesting. Training them on Pegasus Mount, okay. Ordained Knights. If you've turned someone worthy candidate to the bloodline of Abhorrish, it's only right to arm and train them in the ways of the Blood Dragons. So if we wanted to do that, court, our steward, let's just see here. Gausbold. By favor, turn Gausbold into a vampire. Okay. Harmon. Invites a court. Oh, he wouldn't. Interesting. Okay. Amory. What if we bought a favor? I'm just curious. If we're gonna test it out, we might as well just test it out with someone good, right? So send gift. Oh, still can't. Interesting. Gift armor of blood, blade of Elmore. Alright. Alright, well this is easy enough. I'm just gonna move them. 93074. Turn Harmon into a vampire. Into a creature of the night, beware some bloodlines have harsher requirements than others and might require prestige or piety cost. Blood Dragon's prize martial skill above all, and Sire will be shamed if he takes a weak or deformed fledgling. Strigoi wait for the day. I mean, honestly, he's not bad. Like, let's take a look here. A ruler, no. You think we could turn a vampire into an elf into a vampire, I should say? Pretty sure they can. Not married. So let's just see. I wonder if there's any strong, quick. Alright, I'm just curious here. Who are you? You a demon? Flame or demonic? Okay. Demonic of Zeech. Okay. Grimble, dwarf. Alright. Anyway, let's go back to Harmon here. The Quarter's been turned into a loyal vampire minion. Becomes a member of the Aquitaine family. Alright. Health plus 10. Personal combat ability. And then, if we wanted to do that, Ordained Knight, we need 30 gold. Standing Knights is greater or equal to 10. What if we just sped up here real quick? Rumors reached you that Sylvania's vampire lord by the name of Vlad. Alright, he can go attack them. Interesting. I like the helmet. Alright, whatever. Let's just test things out here. And we are here, Amory. Goes build. Thierry. Alright. Let's do some battling. Sure. And I'm assuming we can join because has the trait Noble, publicly follows the Grail. Grail Knights are the epitome, gloomy, noble. Okay. Oh, and there they are. Justice shall prevail. Oh. Justice might actually prevail. Oh. Now we just lost. Curses. We almost won that siege. Aggressive attacker. That's fine. Had something added to our inventory. Let's take a look. Treasury. Armor of blood. Blade of leaping gold. Taken. Was a sword taken from an Emir of Arabi by the Red Duke. Blah blah. Was a loyal steed that carried the Duke into battle during the Arabian Crusades. Alright. I guess we just took that from someone or someone died. Gosbald Midralt. Alright, yeah. The winds of chaos are very weak. No demonic invasions can begin. Colleges of magic do not exist. Okay, no Everchosen has been revealed. You think we could become the Everchosen? I'm just curious. Positions, Liege Council. Alright. Well, let's just restart now and just check out someone who's not a vampire. So let's go for an elf. Who's down here? Umbrian, Miragolian. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, let's check. Let's check an elf, and then we'll check like an orc, since that's what that submod adds. Alright, no major event. High magic, good magic potential, diligent, blinded, genius, elf, no societies, high touch of it, ponder cartography. Alright. Well, I'm just curious, if we go over here, can we do magic? Join war, Joffrey. Military retinues, renounce your nomination to the Imperial Throne, summon a spirit host. Griffin, Pegasus, Peace Spirits. Promote statesmen, that's all that stuff. Ignore racial traits. Well, this seems like it'd be an pretty fun way for if someone wanted a more vanilla experience, I suppose. I mean, I say that, but it's obviously not vanilla, but you would just play as whoever you would like. If you know more about the lore and everything, it's probably a lot more fun. Vercuso. There is no, like, Sigismund around here, right? Or not Sigismund, Sigmar. No. Probably not around at the moment. But Gaston Leroy here is the best marshal in the world. Hey, at least the Red Duke was number 5. Alright. So then... Skull Takers, I'm assuming that's in Savage Orc? Yeah. Alright, we'll just actually do what the recommended characters are. New and Hexenstag. We're not perfect, and this update had some real development problems. Planned content ran into delays. Oh, okay. The little blurbs here. Interesting. If you guys want to pause and read the blurbs, we can go right ahead with that. And then go back to the Vampiric Wars. And actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the Tomb Kings and see if there's anything with them. Summon Undead, compose a book, Conceal Decay, Necromantic Experiment. Otherwise... Oh, okay, at least we have a little blurb telling us who we are. And the Tomb Kings as well. Pause and read. And then... that's just our race. Magic power. Got it. Golden hierarchy. No societies. No. You know what, before we do that... Alright, no events. Last one, we'll take a look at these orcs. Yeah. We'll start playing as Gurk here. See what he's all about. Oh, you know what? While I have you guys, go check out the channel. I did make a poll here. I'll probably make another poll soon for our CK3 series. I have a poll going on for our Oblivion Remastered series, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. Also, I just started Oblivion Remastered, so... Alright, so we can have the Warband of Gork or the Warband of Mork. Indomitable or choose military aspect. It'd be hilarious if we do warband. Oh, martial intrigue? Because yeah, warriors that could have god that's primary deity of clobbering, smashing, and breaking. Mork will have to wait until the enemy's back. Yeah, Gurk is the god of hitting you in the face, and Mork is the god of hitting you in the back of the head or something like that. Viewed by the stranger and arguably more intelligent strains of greenskins. What was it? Strength and cunning and strength. Makes sense. What is this? Oh, dwarves. Alright, fair enough. Gather the boys. Unite the Megaboss clans. Tribal train a wyvern mount. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And we worship Gurk, eh? Do we have anything in our treasury? A giant axe and a boar. Actually, I'm just curious. Did you have anything in your treasury? Blood drinker. Carstein ring. And I wanted to take a look at Waaagh Karkin. The Crimson Blade was a sword that Waaagh used to cut down the true Grandmaster of the Order of the Blood Dragon, the Blood Chalice, Nightmare Mount. Alright. Lafayette, Joff. Alright. I was just curious on all that. You got anything? No? No? Conrad's got something. The Sword of Waldenhof. Pitar, and then Manfred Tempelhof, Timor Noctis, meaning Night's Dark Terror, and then Niklas Charm. Alright. And you know what? Before we search anything else, who is the oldest person here? I'm assuming Great Enchanter, Astrogoth, the High Priest, Chaos Dwarf, eh? Belikar, Herald of the Undivided Chaos, Princess of the Tormentors, Amenhotep. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's just see if there's an event. Nope, that's with all the Sylvanians. Where are we? Is this? No, there we are, the Black Crag. Alright, that's more. I guess we could go Iron Rock and unite the people here. Greenskin subjugation. Lose 125 Waaagh energy. I'm assuming, yeah, Waaagh energy. Lose 1,000 prestige. So obviously this is something we gotta wait for. And I'm assuming, yeah, we can be raiders. Alright. Alright, and here we are in Warhammer Geheimnisnacht. Yes, you're getting a 2-for-1 episode today. Instead of just 2 separate episodes, we're just going to split it into... Since I think I might have already done one of these before. What is this? Oh, this is straight up tells us what we need to know. If you guys want to pause and read, I guess we can't scroll down, but read the blurbs here. Interesting, interesting. Alright, let's just jump in here. Yeah, alright, we can do the ruler designer in this one. This is a bit different here. Alright, so here we go. Same map, but maybe I just didn't look over to the side here. Randomized world. Cultures, kings, Zetnchian. Nagroth eats lizard men. Alright. And what is this? Alright. Saphirian. Don't know who they are. I'll be honest, like I said. I've just started learning more about the Warhammer lore here, fantasy. Anyway, I'm more familiar with the 40k. So... Alright, so in the meantime, let's just jump back into the ones we did take a look at. And then we'll see if there's really any differences. I remember in Geheimnisnacht being a little more different, but it has been updated since then. So let's see. Knights of Bretonnia. Yeah, slightly different looks here. Lunatic. The Red Duke. Blood Dragon. Quick, strong, human. Fair enough, fair enough. Waaagh, Louis the Righteous of Bretonnia. Duke Gallade. We got a bloodline. Bloodline of us. I'm assuming the treasury is the same. Yep. Weird that we don't have El Morzillo already equipped, but factions, intrigue, ordained knights. It looks like it's the same thing there. Win a war. Alright. I could have sworn like Sigmar was a playable character. Like it was around that time for Geheimnisnacht when we looked at it last. So you know what? Let's take a look. Imperial. No. I'm just trying to see if we could see if where Sigmar would be. House Otilian. Telegrass. Horst. Rickery, Telegrass, Oscar, Talbart. I don't know much about where anything else is. Lord Manfred. Grand Count Vlad. So he's got all these guys again. Hans, Fritz, Conrad. Who's got no traits now. Interesting. Neither does Manfred. Or Vlad. It's a bit odd, I'm gonna say. Follow me into battle, blah blah blah. Okay, nothing there. How much men did we get? So meet over there again. Chaos. Wins the chaos. The horned rat has not revealed itself. Colleges of magic do not exist. That's all that stuff there. Emperor Ludwig von Holstig. Emperor Marius. So, legitimate claimants for the Sigmarite Church. Alright, so obviously it's way past Sigmar. I mean, I knew that, but you can never tell. Alright, Cult of Sigmar. Sigmar son. Well, that's not who I want. Because it looks like all the bookmarks were for the same time period, the Vampire Wars, basically. Alright, do your kingdoms, empires, chaos wastes. The empire. Find title. The Empire. Go all the way up here. Alright. Sigmar Heldenhammer. 1418. So obviously we're a bit way past him, huh? Fair enough, I suppose. Folk. So it's been, what, 30 years? And the Empire disbanded, basically. Borderlands, Dirigos, Bretonia, Estalia, Telea. Who are you? Hi, Aaron. I do like this, where it's telling you all about the county and everything. It's pretty interesting. Talaxtlon. And, alright. Well, it seems like it's kind of the same as it is in Hexenstag. Just a little bit more refined, since we can, do ruler designer and everything. And although some characters are not, as they should be now that we've played along. Did you guys get any traits? No. Okay. Countess Isabella. Sararika Bone. Prince Otto the Mad. Yep, Abhorrish. I keep looking it up because Abhorrish, I think I've said it before in our Blood Knights Old Realm series, is that Abhorrish seems to be so far my favorite character in Warhammer Fantasy. Like I said, I've not gotten too deep into it, and I've focused mainly on vampires in it. But yeah, so far it seems to be my favorite character. Just seems like a pretty cool knight kind of character. Obviously there's a lot more to him than that, but you know what I mean. Potentially become a demigod on the same realm as Sigmar and all that, slaying dragons. If there's any, I'm just curious, if there's any characters you guys think are interesting in Warhammer Fantasy, throw them down in the comments. I'll take a look at them. I'm always interested in learning more about the lore and everything. I want to start reading the books as well, but trying to find time, right? So let's just see here. We have so many that I can't even... Maybe it's... I do have a submod that changes the font. Maybe that's interfering with something. Let me just see something real quick. Alright, here we go. I've taken off the mod that changed the interface. I don't know if that actually changes anything, but also a different character here, or Malekith, the Witch King. Burnt by Asurion, good magic potential, genius. Elf. Lady Marathi of Gorn's our vassal, is our mom. Alright, fair enough. Any societies? The Cult of Pleasure. I'm assuming that's, yeah, the Lady of Pleasure. That's another name for Slaanesh if I ever heard one, right? In the meantime, I'm still curious on what Ulthuan is. Because it's pretty interesting. It's got a unique shape. Everlorn, Gaon Vale, Great Works. Pretty sure there's no... Oh, you know what? Maybe we should take a look at the ledger. There are wonders. The Inevitable City. One of the few places where demons of all four gods of chaos can be found. You know what? Fair enough. I can see why it's called the Inevitable City. Ledger. Oak of Ages, Holy Ziggurat, Unicorn, Griffin, Gate, Grand, the Black Tower. Drakenhof Castle, Watchtowers. Alright. Bloodlines. Warboss Urk. High King Morgrim. Grand Count Vlad of Sylvania. Ironhammer. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at all these people here. Wasoran, the father of vampires. Only 2 left. Prince Otto the Mad. Emperor Manfred of the Imperial Midden. Alright, Wasoran was murdered on the orders of Count Melchior of Friedmark. Necrarch Wasoran. Manipulator of Neferatan, master of the Necrarch bloodline. I think I remember reading a little bit about him, but to be fair, I've kind of glanced over the Necrarchs. Melchior the Ancient, huh? Fair enough, fair enough. But alright, there we go. There's the Warhammer episodes. Yep, no events here. So if you guys were thinking of doing a playthrough for Warhammer and these catch your attention, go right ahead. I will say so far I'm thinking Geheimnisnacht is probably going to be your safer bet, but only because you can create your own character and pop right in. But other than that, there's probably some more features and everything that I haven't found out yet. You only get through that for playing. And maybe we'll make a series for this. Like I said, I'm just doing a couple showcase videos for the next few episodes for CK2, and then we'll decide. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And without further ado, I hope you all have a good one. Leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why, and I shall see you all later.